share it.
Squad 279.
79. Disregarding. What is it?
All right. Well, hello, backseaters. We're going to give it a minute here, but we are live, and hopefully you can see us.
You've got the duo of Under Sheriff Mike Martin and Deputy Pat Scott together again.
Yeah, we kidnapped the sheriff, and we locked him in his office. And said we're taking it tonight. So he, Sheriff Fletcher was unable to work tonight. He had another commitment. So you have Under Sheriff Mike Martin and Deputy Patrick Scott from the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office, and we are live on patrol.
But you definitely got a lot of Sheriff Fletcher live this whole week. He was out there a lot.
Yeah, he was, which is good. People like to see him. Oops, I have to mute us. There we go. So yeah, but unfortunately we don't have the Butterflies song to play tonight. Kyle Fletcher's beautiful song. However, Pat said that he would sing it for us. So Pat, you just go ahead. You can't be any worse than the woman that sang at the All-Star game.
Oh my goodness.
Country singer.
Wasn't that something?
Yeah, oh, there's our buddy Kyle.
Never a good idea to sing the national anthem when you're intoxicated.
When you're hammered. Yeah, it was worse. I've been to karaoke that was much better than that. So, oh, well, it's a beautiful night. First of all, I have to give a quick shout out to the smartest man in the sheriff's office, Kyle Mestad, Under Sheriff Kyle Mestad, who got called in early this morning because we were having problems with our computers as a result of the CrowdStrike, I don't know what it was, update issues.
But it was worldwide.
Yeah. But I can tell you, the sheriff's office was right on top of it. Kyle, I saw Roy Robbins, Andy, they were updating computers one by one, and were able to get us back up and running very quickly. And we were very lucky. So
we've got some really smart tech whizzes.
Yes, we do. We have some great people, and I watched Roy Robbins when he came in my office, and he literally, I don't think he was in there for a full minute, and he's like, it's ready to go.
Unreal.
And I had the blue screen of death on my computer. So, but we did manage to survive. For those of you who are new to our Live on Patrol broadcast, we are in Ramsey County in the state of Minnesota. We're in the city of St. Paul right now, and
just want to take a look at this charger there. Sorry.
Driving, I should have been paying attention. Now you know how my wife and kids feel. Where is it? Up in here.
Yeah.
How do we get in there? Here. I don't think I've ever been up in this little lot.
Oh, that's not the one.
Oh, okay.
Don't even need to go in.
That's one of those state capitol
Yeah.
cars. We could have scared them, though. I don't know. I don't like scaring people with guns.
Yeah, never a good idea.
So we are up behind the Minnesota State Capitol right now in St. Paul, in Minnesota. We patrol a county that has about 500,000 people, and about half of our county is the city of St. Paul. And then we have several suburbs that have their own police departments, and we have 7 contract cities still, I think, that we patrol as the primaries. So
Now, up until the moment where we went live, it had been a very busy night.
it was crazy. I know.
And now it's like there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
I think we scared them.
We did.
We heard Mighty Mike and
Oh.
Not So Mighty Pat were.
You know what they probably heard? Was that Mighty Mike was working an off-duty job and DoorDash Taco Bell. So they're probably a little nervous of being around me right now. But you'll be okay. It's all right. So, but it was very, very busy this evening, afternoon, and evening. At one point there were 2 car chases and then your foot chase going on at the same time.
Well, he was running on foot. I was following in the car.
Well, that's just smart. That's you know.
Motorola Solutions. Power on. Reconnecting. Connected.
Why run if you can drive?
Exactly.
And then at the very end, then you get out when they're all worn out. So, but yeah, it's that there was a chase in Rochester on LTAC 1, and then there was a car chase coming up 52 or 61. State Patrol was chasing one that started in Inver Grove Heights. And I'm trying to list it all 3 of you at once.
Well, then Director Wyden and I went to help Maplewood on that deal.
Yes.
Pretty serious deal. It was a guy violated a domestic abuse no contact order. Allegedly put his knife to his ex-girlfriend's throat, and was wanted on multiple warrants. And Maplewood PD did a fantastic job getting a quick perimeter set up, getting a canine deployed.
Yeah, they really did, and that's a tough area to set a perimeter up in.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have the trail and
the park.
I was going to say the woods, but yeah, the park and everything. And they did a great job. And
yeah, a lot of the houses in that neighborhood, I didn't even realize it. I'm up there fairly often. There's like woods in between the backyards of the houses on adjoining streets.
Yeah, it's like little woodlots. So I think we have a couple specific cars that we're looking for tonight. Did they get the BMW? I heard one got towed. Okay. All right. And then there's a
pink sweats and a black pullover.
Couple in here that I saved.
To the west here.
I am going to, in fact, I will run that one.
Switch for the pump, so if any car's going still up and it ain't working, that will probably be the issue.
But we have, what's that, a Chevy Silverado 2000, gray in color, Edward Zebra King 542. And it fled from the police. That's the one that I think was coming up 61, maybe.
Okay.
And no, this was in St. Anthony. So, but
263, there's assisted with 271.
that one fled. What else do we have? So this Jeep, black Grand Cherokee 2017. I gotta watch where we're going. Can you read the plate?
Yeah, plate is RBK 345, like Roger Boy King 345. 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee, black in color.
That one was a carjacking out of Minneapolis
64, cancel 286, code 4.
with a weapon implied.
Red 65, thank you.
Then I'm going to go ahead and run this other vehicle.
Whatever you need to do. So here's the positive thing is, we're gonna
Your
go
incident has been updated.
tonight and we won't be talking about politics or who should be president or
Nope.
anything like that. We're just gonna talk about catching bad guys. Which I'm telling you, our troops have been on fire lately with
That's really have been.
identifying, you know, our apprehension unit, our CAT team, the gun team, or non-fatal shooting unit.
Patrol deputies.
Patrol deputies are doing a great job.
Yep.
I met some retired cops earlier tonight who are in town. They work for a company called Meridian, which provides barriers like slam gates and stuff.
Okay.
And they're here to work the yacht, whatever that's called, the yacht club
Okay.
concert
Oh,
by
okay.
the river. And they just fly around to different events around the country. Super nice guys.
That doesn't sound like a too bad of a retirement
Do you have a
gig.
description of the
No. So they seem to like it. 2 were from South Carolina. I think they said Myrtle Beach, and 2 were from California. And they weren't super talkative because they were busy trying to figure out how they could go fishing.
2450 copy.
I'm not sure where they were going to go fishing exactly, but maybe on the river down there.
Whenever I hear Southern cops mentioned, so I'm going to make you work your memory banks here. I think it was the very first episode of Miami Vice
Okay.
where Crockett says to Tubbs, "You ever considered a career in Southern law enforcement?" And Tubbs leaves New York PD and comes down to Metro Dade in Miami.
Well, there you go. That's not, I wouldn't call that southern, but south, far southern. That's funny. Southern, I think of Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana. Looks like the motorcycles are heading into Barnes.
Already got folks gathering.
I think it's funny. I probably shouldn't find it funny. I don't know what I should do. But when you come by here late at night and there's just that one little doorway with the light on in it, they're all huddled inside that little doorway highway shooting craps. Like, it's like, you get like 10 guys in basically a little spot that's about 5 by 5.
That doesn't make the idea of entering the bar.
Oh, the CAD operator logged me out. You know why?
Why?
Because they don't think the brass are out and about at night. So they tend to do this to me. They should be watching us.
Yeah, really.
Ridge Thomas and Western Avenue North for a two-vehicle accident. Other vehicle left. Suspect vehicle is a silver SUV. Unknown direction of travel. Caller will be waiting at silver Volkswagen Jetta.
Oh, yeah, it is. Tell you, passwords.
264.
64.
Here's the device.
There, we're back. That's it, dispatcher slash
That'll teach you.
CAD operator. You can knock me down, but you can't keep me down.
That's right. You're not a loser if you get knocked down, only if you stay down.
Exactly.
That's posted on the entryway to the CAT team in the Intel office.
Yes, it is, with a picture of Muhammad Ali.
That's right.
We're northbound on Rice Street, in case anybody cares. We're going to go eastbound here on Maryland. Tell the bad guys we're going westbound. They won't know the difference anyway.
Mhm.
345341 goes to.
Well, our longtime backseater and friend, Levon Pashuk, I see, is watching.
Oh,
She was for a very long time with the American Legion over on Arcade.
oh, the one with the awesome mural on the side.
Yes. And I saw her son, Chris, last night, who has contributed a lot of gift cards to us.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Levon, I'm not going to go into any details, but he did tell me you're going through a tough time, and just want you to know that you are in our prayers.
Yes, good luck.
Get back on your feet as soon as you can.
We appreciate your son's support too, and you for watching us.
Yeah, Levon has 3 sons, so Chris has 3 brothers who are all simultaneously fighting cancer.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
that's horrible.
It really is.
April Armitage Street, South, Unit 402. Caller was at dispute with a Trans Park Patrol on property.
Well, I don't have my usual magnet to mount my phone on, so I'm going to have it in my hand. So I may actually see a few more of your messages tonight. So Jody and Steve Barr, happy 16th anniversary.
Happy anniversary. I know you posted, or someone posted instructions on how to request a shout out.
Yes. And you know what? I'm going to remind some folks because it really gets you assured of getting a shout out. On Thursday or before, in the week preceding our Friday Live, you need to go to the Live on Patrol Facebook page, not the Backseater pages, the Live on Patrol page that has Sheriff Fletcher's picture on it, and you message the page about the shout out you are requesting. And it gets put on a list, and we're sure to get it done. When you send me private messages, I literally get hundreds upon hundreds of messages a week. There's no way I can keep track and remember.
Yeah,
So-
I get them too, the personal. And it's nice to talk to people, but there's no way I could keep track. And
Right. We wish we could.
yeah,
We wish there was some way on the phone to set it up for just shout out requests, but we can't. And if you send me a message on Monday, by the time Friday comes, I've gotten several hundred messages, and I have no idea whatsoever where your message may be.
we're on the east side of St. Paul now, off of Maryland and Edgerton, approaching Payne.
Lady out for an evening walk.
It's a perfect night for it.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
My dash says it's 79 degrees. It was pretty much sunny all day, a little bit of clouds. It's now there's a little more clouds. I think it's supposed to maybe rain after midnight. There's a chance. My grass could use that rain.
And mentioning midnight, folks, the CAT team, the intelligence unit, Under Sheriff Martin, we have all had an extremely busy week and an extremely busy and exhausting day. And unless something big were to come up, we will be wrapping this up tonight at midnight. So, hope you understand.
Otherwise, they can just watch wherever we're parked and listen to us snore.
Because that's about what it would end up being.
You know, it's already past my bedtime, so my wife will back me up on that one. So yesterday and today, I had the pleasure of visiting some youth. Some were shelters, some are places where kids are court ordered to that really need help and are justice involved, some of them. But they don't need to go to a locked facility, to the JDC or to Red Wing or anything. So it was really interesting because we're learning what we need to do to structure the intensive therapy homes that the sheriff and the county attorney, Sheriff Fletcher and County Attorney John Choi and others have advocated to get some facilities, get more that they need for
Absolutely.
chemical dependency or untreated mental health issues or whatever. And so I got to see some different facilities that and how they kind of run and
That's
how
cool.
they're structured. They were all different, and it was really interesting. To be honest with you, I didn't really want to go on the tours because they don't let you arrest bad guys on tours usually, which is what I like to do. But
Well,
they
it had to be pretty emotional, too.
but yeah, I mean, you're hearing stories from the staff about some of the kids and some of the ones at the link, which is in Prior Lake. There's sex trafficking victims. So they're, it was just really interesting to see, and hopefully we can get those up and running and, have some more options for, helping kids and getting them back on the right track. I don't know. I mean, we love chasing around the bad guys and the kind of the cat and mouse game. But when you're dealing with kids that are 15, 16, 17, boy, we'd much rather get them out of this lifestyle and
Absolutely.
get them on the right track. And
I mean, huge respect to the folks working in those facilities.
I can't even tell you how much respect I have for those folks to deal with people that are so, have such dysfunctional backgrounds sometimes, and have been through a lot of trauma. So, it was really cool to talk to them.
And there's so often those kids, seriously, they've spent a lifetime being abused in one way or another. They've got them to that point.
Yeah. I mean, they're born into bad situations oftentimes, and it just gets worse. And they get bounced around or kicked out of foster homes, and, it's crazy.
God bless those folks who are trying to get them past that.
Yep. Man, the radio just, it's like, what's up?
Yeah.
It's just died. And we're scanning. I mean,
I don't know.
earlier tonight, officers were fighting for airtime to be able to get on the air. So. Turn around and go say hi.
6 family copy, and now I copy the medical township drive.
Boy, there's a lot of room in this Tahoe.
Yeah, well, this is the F-150.
Oh, this is the F-150.
Yeah, so for those of you watching us, we're in an unmarked Ford F-150. It's got all the bells and whistles.
This is a smooth ride.
But, yeah, it's
I forgot you'd gone to this.
It's a nice. The Tahoe, too, was probably even a smoother ride. Did I turn too soon?
No.
Okay, good. Hey.
What's going on? Are you?
Hey.
What's happening?
My brother puts it on all the time.
Okay.
Bartending up here.
I've talked to you
going?
I
before.
see you out here all the time.
No, but I think I talked to you up at the Sherwood once. You get up to the Sherwood
Oh
sometimes,
yeah,
don't
maybe.
you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
you up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you might think I'm Brandon too. My brother's here.
Oh, yeah.
Good. How are you?
Good. No, I know Brandon.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've
Okay.
seen you there though before.
Did you have did you ever have a friend who worked at the Burger King up here?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Jenny was up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys were together.
Yeah, we're not together anymore. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How's it going out here tonight?
with me now.
That ain't right.
Shit.
That ain't right, man.
She upgraded.
What are you guys up to tonight? Cruising?
Just
Just
cruising
cruising.
around. It's pretty slow right now.
They got everything.
Oh, I heard downtown is
Oh, it's going
gridlock.
But everyone's good. You know, they got all kinds of people down there. taking
That's
care of
good.
shit.
We were busy as hell before we went live. We went live and everything died off.
When there's no sports on, we put you guys on. We just watch you guys when we're here chilling.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
cool.
Awesome.
Thank you. How are you? We tied him up in his office. We didn't let him come out tonight.
Tell him Moose said hi.
Moose?
He's my guy.
You're Moose.
Yeah.
Moose Youngans?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
All right.
Pat Scott.
Oh, how are you doing,
Good, how are you?
How you
Now-
doing? I'm Mike Martin. I've heard your name.
My pleasure, brother.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, one second. Okay. Now, are you related to Joe?
Yep, my cousin.
He's your cousin. Okay.
Yep.
He and I had great times together, and we bumped heads a lot too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But love Joe.
Yeah, he's a
Love
great
Joe.
guy.
Oh,
Great
as
guy.
good as they come.
Obviously, Tommy, the old
Yep.
North Star,
Oh,
is
yeah.
his brother.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
very cool.
Take care of the East Side, boys.
Awesome. Oh, we
Oh,
will.
Bob talks about you so much, and it's a pleasure to finally meet
Yeah.
you.
Nice to meet you
Yes,
guys. Have a
nice
good
to
night.
meet you. Have a good
Hey,
one.
take care.
Thanks.
You guys be safe, man.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, see ya.
Oh, we got more visitors over here.
Okay, what's the last word of the man?
Hi there. We were being hunted.
They say all roads lead to Vogel's.
I used to drive over here in St. Paul,
Oh, okay.
and so we
He's
were
like,
over.
they're here, turn here,
Right
turn
here.
here. Oh, they're going
We
here.
were coming up the street and they flagged us down here.
And we're like, oh, thank God
On
they
the corner.
stopped. This
Oh,
is our
yeah.
son John from Seattle.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Hi there.
How are things in Seattle?
Hi, I'm Mike.
Oh, good.
And this is
Nice
Sage,
to
our
meet you.
grandson.
Great,
He's,
sorry.
he
Did you
lives
get
in
a repack on that
another
last one?
Oh, wow. All
So
right.
he's here visiting him, and they're up here visiting us.
We've heard a lot about you over the years.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful back.
Well, thanks. Yeah, you can
Thank you.
watch us, in the Netherlands too.
I'll take on the
You should walk around the front so people can see you and say hi to the back seaters.
I'm okay.
You're okay? All right. Awesome.
Wonderful. Have a good night. Thank
Well,
you.
good. Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Now we
My
can
name
go.
is Earl, by the way.
I'm Mike,
Earl Kelly.
and this is
I'm
Pat.
Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Good to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you. We've been watching you.
Watch out behind you.
Yeah, we've been watching you since the beginning.
Oh, awesome. Well, good. We appreciate it.
Yep, you're doing a wonderful job.
We
Thank
love we love all the action. I like to follow you. You know.
Well, we'll try to get you some tonight.
Nice
All
to
right.
meet you guys.
Hey, thanks for
Nice
catching
to
up
meet
with
you,
us.
sir.
Thanks for stopping.
Thanks.
Thank you. Oh, you did, huh? You doing some DoorDash? Oh, God
wow,
bless you.
awesome.
You guys have a great night, all right?
Thank you.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
Homemade tamales.
whole lot better than
Wait a sec.
that other place you were talking
Oh
about.
yeah, yep. I could eat Mexican food
Oh,
every meal, every day.
absolutely.
I'm in heaven when we go down to Riviera Maya.
Oh,
We
yeah.
generally go down there every year
Now that's in the
in
Yucatan.
the spring. Yeah,
Yeah.
just south of Cancun, and
How you doing?
I love it.
Yeah, my daughter Casara got married down there.
Oh, yeah, we love it down there. Ann and I started going there before we had kids
Really?
and trying different resorts and stuff, and then we did. We have a few that are our favorites now that we go to.
Now, did you know Archie Smith with St. Paul PD? He was a canine for a long time.
Did he have like curly white hair?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He at least would spend like half the year in Puerto Morelos.
Oh, okay, sure. That's a great place. Yeah. I like there in Puerto Aventuras, which is a little further south, and obviously the Playa area.
I always wanted to get to Isla de Mujeres.
It's beautiful. We were actually there earlier this year. We took a catamaran tour with a bunch of people over and spent the day there. We went there, Ann and I went there once
Neighbors helped him up into his recliner. He's no longer down on the ground.
on the
Fires
on like a booze cruise
Yeah.
from Cancun to Isla. But the funny part is we don't drink anymore. So We spent half of the booze cruise saying no. They're trying to get us to take shots of tequila and
Oh, I
whatever.
suppose. Well, you just have to substitute it with tacos and
Or something. I'm not sure they had any other liquid on the place, on the boat.
380, check your status.
But
Code 4, 2050.
yeah, I forgot downtown is that with that yacht festival going on concert, that there's probably a lot of people down there.
yeah, I've heard traffic is just about a gridlock, and the same thing over off of Snelling University.
Oh, really? Well, maybe we should avoid those areas. A lot of people walking around with lawnmowers.
Looking to pick up some work.
Yep.
Southbound of Uranium, single vehicle to a tree.
Where's that? Training. Vehicle into a tree.
Century and Uranium.
Oh, so it's,
sir.
can't get through there this way, right?
I don't believe so.
He says just before he goes this way.
180 access, that's 506 on that alarm there.
I think that little area where you can get around to McKnight over here,
Uh-huh.
I think is closed off right now, but I'm
Oh,
not
is
sure.
it?
I'm not
Okay.
sure.
174, Captain.
Well, we could jump at like Dukes of Hazzard.
This is true.
The last time I joked about something like that, my feed died, and people thought I actually tried to jump this car carrier. It's just
Yeah, whenever I see one of those car carriers with the ramp down,
the
there,
one
this
that
is-
comes down in the back.
Yeah.
It's just tempting.
do I or don't I?
It reminds me of the Chitwoods. Do you
Oh, yeah.
remember them?
Joey.
Yeah, Joey Chitwood. Yeah. I don't know if we can get through here. So we'll find out. Joey Chitwood. And they drive the cars on two wheels.
Braver than me.
Yeah. I think there's a fine line between brave and crazy.
Good point.
And I like to believe I'm on this side of that line, but see, it says road closed to through traffic.
Well, if there is a way through, I have total faith in you being able to maneuver it.
Copy.
It's okay. I know the cops that work this area. They won't bust us. Hey, that's why we have four-wheel, right?
That's right. I didn't even know geranium went through the century, to be honest with you.
I didn't either.
The
till
only
just
transit
now.
comes here.
I mean, we're kind of headed in the right direction. Well, we were.
Well, this will be Maryland up here at the stop sign,
72.
which should take us through.
Yeah, look kind of over here. Such a quiet area over here. We don't cleaning up over here
I
much.
copy, I'll take that on patrol.
And then I know if you go left here, this will take you all the way through the Century.
Okay.
Road 48, 10 Lake Avenue, car for the position, colors rising, Cisco jumping off the bridge, please stop safe and will stop and check it out, due to a shell of knowledge of the bridge. 26 seconds. Just advising, we have a pending disturbance at Harmer for a bunch of vehicles that are revving their engines in the parking lot.
Oh, that's right. The Street Rod Nationals are going on over there. I'll bet there are a few cars revving their engines.
Yep. I'm not finding this call anymore.
Oh, maybe it cleared out. Well, we'll know soon.
Yes, we will. Still out with it.
2057.
So this is where the accident with injuries was reported, just to our right here. You'll see the squads all lit up when we make the corner here.
See the car. Troopers look like they might be.
Oh, I bet they cleared it because the troopers
took it,
yeah.
and it's probably.
How you doing? Good. Yes, indeed.
We're live streaming, just so you know.
Okay.
So don't swear. Okay.
We wanted to get these very together uniforms on camera.
Exactly. But if you do swear, we're gonna blame it on Pat. We all agree.
Perfect.
So what? He ran into a tree.
So looks like he was coming whatever direction this is. I hit the sign, and I'm not sure if he hit the tree because I wasn't first on scene. But we thought DUI at first, but it's more like a medical. Might have hit his head too hard.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Huh. Well, good. Well,
the right people are here to take care of it.
Yeah.
Yep. If anyone can figure it out, it's you guys. You know what we would do? Call you.
All right, you have a good one.
Hey, you
Thanks.
too.
Have a good one.
26 change, PVV.
If it's okay with you, I'm going to tilt this just a little bit.
Absolutely, whatever you want to do. It's kind of, I had the mount up on the windshield before, and it fell. It kept falling.
Yeah, I noticed
So
one.
I put it down here now, so it's a little different perspective.
I think we're just right now.
Perfect. always warms my heart to see the state troopers in the city, on the city streets.
Yep. The more law enforcement presence, the better.
Exactly. So yesterday, I'm driving home on 694, and this beautiful looking brand new Charger Scat Pack goes flying by me in the left lane. And I'm driving roughly the speed limit, maybe a little more. And he flew past, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to pull him over. And then another car and a truck were there, and then I'm like, it's too dangerous to get over in traffic. I'm just going to forget about it, right? Then I get home and I'm looking at Facebook, and I see the same car. My buddy's posted about tinting the windows on this beautiful new car, and it's the same car.
Really?
What are the chances?
No kidding.
Yeah.
Biggest small town in the world. Well, heck, well, it's a little quiet here. I'm going to do some shout-outs if that sounds good.
Perfect.
Super St. Dale in a fight. Color City for traffic. Fighting in the street. Our car was passing by. Unknown street.
174 is right here with me.
We got a few.
10A 165.
Shout out to everyone at the National Street Rod Association event at the Minnesota Fairgrounds this weekend.
That's a fun event.
Gerald Kaufman, a.k.a. Jerry the Cop, served 31 years in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, wearing badge number 3. Would have been 92 on July 19th.
Wow.
In loving memory from your daughter, Crystal.
Thank you for your service.
Absolutely. Heard your dad's name a lot, Crystal. A cop's cop. Well, from the Backseaters, wishing us happy 4th anniversary to Live on Patrol, July 24th.
Oh, wow. Do I have to get you an anniversary card?
And the sheriff and I will be going live that afternoon.
That's what I heard.
Tony Foltz turned 56 on July 13th. Katie Bostrom, 40 on July 12th. Love from Scott. Jackie Dema turned 58 on July 9th. Love from your daughter Alyssa and the little Peanut, your grandson. Happy birthday to Robert, Jason, Alana, and Jessica, all in the first 12 days of July. With love from Nicole. Doug Gronke turned 62 on July 12th. Love from Pam and Steve. Ricky Schmidt, July 19th, from Jennifer Erickson. Layla turns 5 this month. Her sister Aurora just turned 3. Love from Grandma Linda Booth.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Layla and Aurora. We got a double. Nancy Ellis on July 17th and her best friend, Howard Brederecki. Both turned 67 that day. And our friend Rick Matheson turned 65 on the 17th. With love from Sandy and a big happy birthday from all of us Live on Patrol. I think there are a couple personal ones.
Are those the ones that say, Pat, I love you? Will you marry me? That's a lot. You gotta comb through.
Oh my goodness. Well, a guy the sheriff and I both worked with for many years at St. Paul PD. Dan Cermak.
DCB 309. Yeah, let's just see why he's in such a hurry.
New message.
Clocking him at about 83 right now. So,
New
let's see.
message. New
Get
message.
him to pull over. That's the beauty of being in the unmarked.
2008, correct?
2007.
2007.
Fire security.
14 Sibley Street at the top lot for an accident hit and run. Looks like
Why don't you stay in the car?
suspect vehicle,
2755
Union
and
7463.
2007. Traffic 94 westbound,
Black driver, last
just
seen
short of
northbound
White
on
Bear.
Jackson Street.
Delta
Always in a
Zulu
black
Bravo
Fiat.
309.
Union Depot.
I got it's probably safer for me because I got room over here. And of course, all these law-abiding citizens will move over lane.
Yeah, of course. Got something hanging off the front.
Out into traffic by route.
Noted.
2106. One 79 copy road.
Incident assigned.
5 Randolph in the long range. Well, I see they've got a female that sprains mustard all over the parking lot. White female at 4510 Honey Bill. For your red shirt. Squad assist. 188 copy road.
Your incident has been updated.
Vehicle, board, code board. 384, copy code 4, 2107. and 365, copy the welfare check, 1653 York Avenue, checking on com 60 who didn't appear for a court-ordered video call at 2108.
In 2755, we are code 4 here.
Copy code 4, 2108.
Your incident has been updated. New message.
Oh, so it took a minute to get through his story. He said this was his, the registered owner there is his cousin. He had the car. She took it. It got stolen. And it looks like it got pitted.
Yes,
And
it does.
then he got the car back, but then he's selling it back to her. Anyway, I told him, don't worry, it doesn't come back stolen or anything. So, just quick run him and make sure he's not a mass murderer. Oh, shit.
first thought that said hot mess.
Maybe. He seemed really nice. He said he's been pulled over a bunch because of the condition the car's in on his way up here.
Maybe a little bit because of how fast he drives.
Well, that too. Yeah. Okay, now. That's not him. It's just, so we get hit sometimes. It's the same date of birth, same last name, but it's a different guy. So if your name is Marquise and you're in Jersey City, you're wanted. Turn yourself in. So, all right, I'm just gonna go give him his license back and tell him to slow down.
Okay.
You can't see it, Pat, in the back seaters, but a trooper pulled up back there checking on us.
God bless him.
So that was nice of them.
Assist in keeping us from getting rear-ended.
He said he thought for sure I was going to write him a ticket for something. I said, it looks like you already might need that money on some car repairs.
Academy Apartments, 2145 Distant Street, Northwest. With it, we can parking lot, occupied by some more people for the callers.
Have I ever told you how much I hate doing traffic stops on the highway?
Oh, horrible.
It's so dangerous. Those troopers, I don't know how they do it. Cars flying by 70 miles an hour. Plus, I've watched way too many of those shows where they show, cars smashing into squads.
Can you hit mute real quick?
Yeah. Sorry about that. We had to mute you for a second there. We were talking about top secret, highly secret, Interpol, anti-terrorism stuff. How's that?
Absolutely.
Makes it sound important. So, as I know you've heard this many times, but every once in a while we got to mute just to talk about something that we don't want the bad guys to know, or we're talking about a juvenile, and or something. So it's not public.
checking some messages here, folks.
I wonder how late that concert goes tonight. Tonight was Alanis Morissette and Joan Jett.
You know, I'm not sure.
I think there were 3 bands. I know it was Alanis Morissette. I think it was Joan Jett and somebody else. Then tomorrow night's the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
5365,
Hmm.
5365.
And then can't remember the other 2. But looked like a
9171.
fun time.
9175. Area check for a party has been ringing doorbells in the neighborhood of 2275th Street. There's a unknown raised older male wearing a white t-shirt and pants passing north on north.
I have just I completely lost my Facebook on my phone.
Anyone, Caddy?
Uh-oh. That's not
Getting
good
a little
for you.
blue arrow on the top of my screen, and I don't know what that means.
65 copy.
I'm going to shut this down. Power back up. That seems to be the first thing to always try when your phone is messed up.
That's what they would ask you if you went into the store. Did you try turning it off and back on again?
Yeah.
Really? You get paid for that?
Yeah, that was my experience the first few times I had phone issues. You feel really dumb. Oh, I suppose I should clear us.
Can you clarify this AWI with state? It looks like they might have it on camera north 35E at Little Canada, just south of.
Yeah, we will verify with them.
2755 will be clear.
180 to 179. She's good to go whenever.
Copy 2117.
Dispatch just chime me in and asked if we want to take that call on 80 Front Avenue.
Has been updated.
Vehicle jumped in front of an address an hour ago. Female driver quickly got into another vehicle and took off. The vehicle was left as described as a black Hyundai. Plate comes back to a Dodge Journey.
It's close.
Consider it might be on report stolen.
Where is it? On front.
80 front.
264.
Can head that way.
264.
I mean, we can roll over there and
Advise
check
279.
this in, but it's an hour old.
Copy
So
2118.
I don't know. I'd rather just have St. Paul covered.
Agreed.
What if they're super secret?
384-380. Copy the disturbance. 1033 East Avenue. Anonymous recording loud music coming from the alley. 2119. 190.
Yeah, I'm at certain mountains right now.
I didn't keep up with the entire call yesterday, but that might be the description of the. Oh, disregard. I think a Journey did the robbery on Annapolis.
Actually, yeah. Plate comes back to a Dodge Journey. Hyundai that's left.
The Annapolis robbery was a newer gray Jeep Cherokee.
Copy that.
A lot of traffic coming down.
Mm-hmm.
265.
Report on a
just gonna go up and check an area here where we've recovered some stolens before, and one of the young men involved posted a video of himself in a car earlier today, so we'll see what's going on.
Well, the Minnesota Baggers are hosting the 3rd annual motorcycle run in memory of Vanessa Jensen, our friend Rachel Jensen's daughter and Christina Ballard's niece, who was murdered by street racers.
Yeah,
so shout out to the
lady.
Minnesota Baggers. Yeah, she's an amazing young lady.
Just went to watch kind of a street takeover with the street racers, and they were doing donuts and stuff, and some shots were fired between two groups, and she was struck, innocent person, and killed.
Absolutely heartbreaking.
And if you have any information about that case, call the Minneapolis Homicide Unit.
And if you are a member of one of the street racing groups or takeover groups, if you want to improve the reputation of your groups, do the right thing. Turn in the killers.
2363, plenty of help here. 2165, probably clear. If not,
We know that if you're the shooter, you're probably not going to call, but if you have a conscience and you know anything about it, call and let the investigators know so they can bring some sense of justice to the family. I think wasn't there another homicide?
Yeah, there was a young man within a week or two of that one.
Oh, that was down on Lake Street.
Yep.
Down at Lake and Hiawatha area, that's right. Seems so long ago, but it really wasn't.
No. Just got a message from one of our friends who's an administrator of one of the Crime Watch pages, saying that in Spokane, Washington, there was a high-speed police pursuit of a vehicle involved in a drive-by shooting that ended in a multi-vehicle crash with 7 officers injured.
Oh my God.
And 3 suspects in custody.
Jeez. That's horrible. Spokane, they got some great cops there.
Yeah.
I actually had the honor of going there to teach a class on gang unit management for the National Gang Center, and the state of Washington had just enacted a new law, basically, that every department had to track gang intelligence, and then funding a bunch of gang task forces, and so they needed some training on what to do, and got to meet some awesome people there.
Well, longtime backseater Rick Weirstead, his wife Sally, is going to have her 77th birthday on July 22nd. Happy birthday, Sally.
I wonder if she had a Mustang and they called her Mustang Sally. What do you think?
Could be.
I don't know.
anymore, so don't worry about coming this way.
So we're northbound on 61. We're actually now in the city of Maplewood. And we're going to check an address on one of our known bad guys. Maybe more than one. You know, I went last week and watched that new movie, The Bad Boys, the new one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was okay. I don't know. I didn't think it was as funny as the first.
Well, I watched the new Beverly Hills kind of.
Oh, how was that?
I was underwhelmed.
Okay.
Underwhelmed.
That's good to know. I won't waste my time.
I really would. No offense to people who liked it, because I know some did, but it didn't work for me.
For me, here's the deal. It's either a cop movie and it's real. Everything's real. You know, like they actually have to reload their guns in a shootout. And stuff like that. Or it's totally off the wall and it's just fun. And I don't like anything that straddles the line.
Right.
I don't know. And it was there were some funny lines in there, but I just
I know exactly what you mean. So the Minneapolis City Council approved the pay raise.
I know. I've got a lot of very happy friends over there.
I'll bet.
I mean, they're not only going to get that great pay raise, but their back pay they've been deserving. You know, most of them went through the riots after the George Floyd incident, and they've been through some really tough times. And I have a feeling there's some longer-term officers that are going to retire now once they get their back pay. But that's good. And St. Paul got a good raise. And because we need incentives to get these young folks to become cops.
Definitely.
And to want to work in the bigger cities. And counties. I mean, that we just, you know, if you could go work in a sleepy, nice suburb and make $20,000 more a year, it's a tough decision to go somewhere where you're going to get shot at.
Right.
You know, deal with a lot of violence. So let's just check this little lot here. Just see if anything looks familiar. I'm not seeing anything that's really popping out.
New message. New message.
think Pat mentioned it, but we, Darren McDonald's out and about. Some of our other cat folks are out and about that don't usually have cameras with them. And Nicole and Ashley are out and about, and we'll be going over to their camera at some point tonight.
Yeah. East is trying to stop a motorcycle. Not sure if they're going to.
Which way?
No, Pearl and Bush 4108.
Okay, he stopped.
Alright. Let's swing through up here. Talking to a couple guys that are big fishermen, tournament fishermen, earlier tonight. We were talking about how you go out on a lake and they pattern where the fish are. They go out and do some pre-research, I guess, to see where the fish are in the lake so that when they're in the tournament, they know where to fish.
Makes sense.
And I think that's kind of what we're doing. We patterned certain areas where that are good fishing for us, right? Like
well put.
Like this place.
26 working camper, you can clear this false alarm. That'll be 10-8. And if you get any shots fired, call to the area Park and Maryland. They're doing large aerial fireworks.
Copy. Before you stay clear, and I copy aerial fireworks from Park, Maryland.
Northbound 35 is stopped, all 4 lanes.
There's
From Burrill on up to Little Canada, just so you guys know. Looks like they're getting some vehicles off the road, but you won't be able to make anywhere. They're at a complete stop.
Huh. Must be a
Thank you.
What was your phone number?
Okay.
12. Okay. Go for it. Anyway.
Backseater Charlie Zellinger wants us to wish his mother, Susan, a happy 56th birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Susan.
So we're southbound on White Bear Avenue, right past Maplewood.
Oh, and our friend Barb Mueller is in the hospital, awaiting some surgery for an injured ankle.
Ouch.
Usually see Barb about once a week at Vingo.
Ah, at the Sherwood.
At the Sherwood.
Bingo.
So Barb, get well soon. Hope to see you at Vingo as soon as possible.
Yeah, get well. Heal up. Pat needs to see you at Bingo. He needs more people so that. What do you win?
Just their cheesy little prizes, like Cheech and Chong ball caps and body wash and candles. Nothing big because it doesn't cost anything.
Oh, okay. This isn't like purse bingo, where you win a Coach purse or something.
Not quite like Coach Bingo.
Okay.
Nick Peters' daughter Stella turns 11 on Tuesday, and his fiance is having her birthday on Sunday. They watch us every Friday night. Well, happy birthday, Stella, and to Nick's fiance. Don't know your name, but
Happy birthday.
happy birthday.
I see. I think bingo sounds fun.
It is.
Now, I've accompanied my wife and daughter on some purse bingo before. My one son Nick likes to go to bingo at the Wayzata VFW.
Okay.
I think it's the VF. It might be American Legion. Oh, I'm going to be in trouble. But he goes with his friends out there, and that's cash money. But I like the idea of a Cheech and Chong hat.
Yeah. Oh, I've got one for you.
Oh, okay. Could I wear it at work?
Sure. I don't see why not.
Why not? One day I wore it. I have a vintage ham spear sweatshirt, and I put it on, and we ended up. You were there. We got in the chase with the. God, what was it? I think it was a BMW, and it crashed into the corner of the garage. Minneapolis.
Oh,
Was there. It was winter, which is why I had a hoodie on. But one of the sergeants from Minneapolis said, "Oh, I see. We can have beer, alcohol, sweatshirts over here in Ramsey County." I said, "I didn't even think about it, but yeah, we can, as a matter of fact. As long as it's a Minnesota beer, you know, Grain Belt, Ham, Stroh's, Schmidt." He was just teasing me, of course, but...
Well, you'll really throw him for a loop with a Cheech and Chong can.
Oh, that'd be good.
Well, I'm told I didn't finish the shout out for Dan Cermak.
Uh-oh.
We worked with many years in St. Paul PD. So it's July 23rd is going to be his 75th birthday. So
Wow.
happy birthday, young man.
Happy birthday.
We miss you.
There's nothing better than to hear a cop retired and they're just still raking in those pension checks.
Absolutely.
And I hate it when the guys retire and then like 2 months later pass away.
Yeah.
And so I like the ones that get a good benefit out of their pension.
Indeed.
Sadly, all the stress that you go through as a cop and the crappy eating habits.
Isn't that the truth?
Police officers don't have the best longevity.
Yeah, love it when our coworkers beat the odds.
Yes. So we're still south on White Bear. We are passing Aldrich Arena here, and we will soon be leaving the city of Maplewood.
Coming back into St. Paul.
Back on the east side.
You're going to have to turn here to get around this.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Or no, not here.
Should I go east or west?
You're going to have to go east. Right here at St. Paul Road. North St. Paul Road.
Alright. Yeah, I forgot this was blocked off.
With the street Maple.
I still think we can make it. I don't want to set any bad examples for you young kids out there.
got to go up a few blocks. I've had to do this a few times. I think I'll recognize it when we get there.
995 Wheelock Parkway east on the cross from auto report firearms close to the vehicle.
Maybe.
Well, let's try it. Can't hurt, right?
Right.
Plus, there's a garage sale. You think they're still open at 9:42?
I think I sent you the right way.
We're on Ripley. Then we take a right down here on Ruth. It's a lot of lights for a field where nobody's there.
Okay.
There must have been a softball game or something earlier. Alright, this looks like it'll come back out, but maybe not.
6-4.
Eventually it will. Price, I know you have to get on price.
911 hang up, open line at 25 meters.
Okay, left.
Sounded like
I'm trying to remember.
Male voices in the background.
Right.
Alright.
And then left here on Stanage.
It's okay, folks, because we actually do have GPS. Should we choose to use it, if you actually have a call, we will get there.
But he's got his personal GPS sitting next to him right now. Now we're back to Larpenteur, and let me look here again. Yeah, go right, and then left where those cars are coming out. Left where the barricades are.
Okay. Didn't we just make a big circle?
A semicircle. We did like a
okay,
question.
good,
We did like
good.
a question mark. But this actually was the way to go.
When I was a young kid, probably 16, 17, I got pulled over by the cops in my neighborhood. And I forget what I was doing. I probably didn't signal a turn or something. I don't think I was speeding, but they asked me where I lived, and I told them, and they're like, oh, all right, well, I don't know where that is or whatever, but just slow down or whatever. They just gave me a thing. Then like 15 minutes later, our doorbell rings. And I'm like,
This will take you to what? You can go to one right now if you want.
So it's the cop at the door. I go, hi, is something wrong? And he said, I just wanted you to know that if you called 911, I would be able to find your house. Because I told you I didn't know where it was. I'm like, oh, thanks.
That's funny.
The best part wasn't that, it was the look on my brother's face. Thought he had finally been caught for one of the many things that he had done wrong.
Should I see if Nicole wants to take it for an hour or so at 10?
Sure.
And Nicole, can you take it for an hour or so at 10? Deputy Extraordinaire Sparks. Starting at midnight. Can you take it at 11?
At 11 or 10?
Or, I mean 10. 10 o'clock. Yeah. Sounds good. Probably for about an hour, and then we'll take it back and we'll close it out. We're going to be done at midnight tonight. All right. Just text me when you've got your camera on. Thank you. Bye.
All right, so Backseaters got a little behind the scenes look.
Yes, they did.
So at 10 o'clock, we'll be going to Nicole and Ashley. I think she has Ashley with her.
I think so.
And then for about an hour or so, depending on what goes on, and then we'll come back and wrap it up at midnight. Unless something big's going on.
Right. And knowing the Sparkses, they will very likely get into something.
I was going to say. We're not like, we can't come back for our next episode and show you what happened after we left. It just doesn't quite work that way, so we got to keep going. This isn't, we're a step up from that other show that's on Reels.
Yes.
Because they'll just cut you right off.
Yep.
It's 11 o'clock and bam, we're in the middle of a chase, and we'll tell you next week how it went. Not us.
Not us. We keep it going.
Yeah, we'll keep it going. That's the beauty of no advertisers.
You got that right.
If we did, who would advertise with us?
Good question.
Dew, of course.
Yeah, Mountain Dew.
Twinkies.
Although
the Twinkies aren't
not as big a thing anymore.
No. Hot tamales.
Oh yeah, definitely hot tamales.
Taco Bell would sponsor my car. We would have. It'd be like NASCAR. Well, it was a tough chase, but the Ford F-150 Power Boost, Hot Tamales, Taco Bell squad really came through for us tonight.
McDonald's quarter pounders.
McDonald's. Tom Reed's.
White Castle jalapeno cheeseburgers.
See, I've never had one of those.
You must.
I don't know, jalapenos is just...
And they are fairly spicy jalapenos,
I better not then. Combine that with just your normal White Castle. It could be a 2-3 day recovery.
Ah, yes, Candyland. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, we'd have to get Candyland.
That wasn't Mark Kelly, was it?
That was Mark Cermak.
Oh, okay. All right, because Mark Kelly's a, relative.
Okay.
Who watches this regularly. Molly Kelly. Also, my wife and sister, Molly, watches.
And that's Mark's wife?
No, different family, actually. But they're all Kellys.
Well, thank you, Mark and Mike, or
Molly.
Mark and Molly for watching us.
It's actually going to be the sister of the original caller. Maybe that's their sister and vice versa.
My mom's watching. I know she's watching because I talked to her earlier today. Unless she fell asleep by now.
Well, hello, Mrs. Martin. You raised a fine son.
Oh, thanks. I'll give you the money later. Sometimes my daughter Kelly will watch with her for Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when I was a teenager, I don't know. If I could have watched my dad, of course, you know, he was a great man, but I don't think he was too exciting when he was at work. My mom says she's watching. She just texted me. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Our friend Dave Borchert, owner of Borchert's Market, is watching. Hi, Dave. Our buddy Alex Trueweiler. Alex. My brother-in-law Dan England is watching. Hi, Dan.
Awesome. See, we have relatives and friends. I'll bet my buddy Brett Lindback and his wife Rocky and folks at the campground are watching.
Well, Mark Kelly was definitely watching because he says, "You're welcome, cuz Mike and Pat."
Oh, awesome. Great guy.
Oh, Brian, I love pickled jalapenos. I have a jar of them in my fridge all the time.
Oh, no, I couldn't do it.
I put them in my scrambled eggs. I make nachos with them.
Jeez.
Put them on my burgers.
I don't know, for a guy who likes Mexican food as much as I do, you'd think I could do it, but, and I can, and they just kill me. I won't get any sleep.
Sergeant Mike Ernster, St. Paul PD, is watching.
Oh, that guy?
We're going to have to swing by M&H and see if he's working.
EPW he's working. Check that one out.
EPW 061.
He's moving a little quick for existing traffic conditions.
New message. New message. New message.
Look what he did to us.
Oh, look at that. Interesting.
Cut over to go to the highway. Maybe he's watching us.
Brooklyn Park. Clear though.
That's good to hear. Last Friday I went by and it was slow.
Here at the Foundry?
At the Foundry. And then all of a sudden I went by and it was packed.
I remember that.
The whole street, everything. They were parked up here on the grass. Slow. Still a little early, I guess.
Yeah.
For the partiers. Westbound on Maryland, coming up to Rice. We'll go down Rice into Central and see, unless there's somewhere else you want to go, Pat.
Nope.
You know, it seems to me like this Minocco used to be a lot busier.
Oh, it definitely did.
Like with problems and stuff, and lately I don't think I've heard a single call there.
Mm-mm.
So
Tonight.
you think Tin Cups will reopen at some point?
Right.
I would think so.
Here on PVD.
But it won't be ginger. I don't know.
Oh,
Because she's got the clover.
Gidget.
Gidget. Yeah, I can't believe I said ginger. Gidget. Because she's got the clover now.
The old Clover Inn, yep.
Up there. Which which I actually saw on a TV show featured as like a Minnesota dive bar, like one of the top 10
awesome
Minnesota dive bars.
I haven't been there a whole lot. It's a little bit, you know, a little bit of a ways to drive because I do drink.
Yeah.
So it's a nice place. I enjoy it. Well, in about 2 minutes here, we're going to switch over to Nicole.
Maybe we could go visit Sergeant Archer.
Yeah.
Well, she's got it. Not too busy here today.
Not yet.
No, it's still early. You can have Kyle switch.
Yep.
So he said he was going to monitor in town too. So. As early as he had to get up this morning.
Yeah, he's got to really
We'll be
tired.
lucky if he's not asleep. Yeah.
Oh, Karen from Australia. No, there is no penalty here for not voting.
For not voting?
They get fined $50 and up for not voting.
Really? Wow.
I'm actually not all that. I don't know if I'm opposed to that or not.
I don't know either. I don't, other than people who obviously can't afford.
Nicole, it should be about to come.
But I guess if you can't afford it, then you better vote. That's interesting.
Oh, welcome back, backseaters. Happy Friday. Hope everybody's enjoying the nice weather before it got a little bit humid. We just got done enjoying some nice crumble cookies. They had some good flavors, so we couldn't help ourselves but indulge a little bit.
And he is also calling, and obviously hasn't mentioned that.
Affirmative.
St. Paul over the last few days has been pretty busy, pretty hectic. There's been a lot of calls going on that St. Paul's had to deal with. A lot of high crime, kind of high priority calls. I don't know if it's the nice weather that's kind of getting people going, or if it's just kind of a fluke over the last couple days. But it's definitely been busy with things, and we've been pretty busy ourselves.
We're on Victoria. Do you want us to come from the west or the east? We're making contact with them. We're good.
The vehicle that we had stepped out with last Friday over here on Ross, that white Impala that had the cops alert on it, actually fled from a Dakota County deputy a few days later. They found the vehicle they ended up terminating the pursuit northbound on 61 from around 494. They then found the vehicle self-torched at 61 and lower aft, and they believe that the fire
21, we're with the mail in the alley.
that was set was intentional.
Copy that. What's the mail in the alley? There's someone inside the address. Have them at 2203.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't. Kind of odd. It's a lot of effort to go through.
15.
And you lose a car.
Exactly. With all their stuff in it.
Yeah, and that car was jam-packed with personal belongings. So I had reached out to Dakota County and provided them with all the names that we had from Friday night. And then that deputy had sent me photographs of who the suspects were. Unfortunately, one was one who we had contact with on Friday night, and then the other one I know from previous contacts. He's got some felony warrants. So both of them have been identified. Go back. It was out of state, probably rental. So fortunately, both of them are going to be charged out of custody for that. They issued a pickup on them. I don't know if they have been picked up or not. Typically, those pickups only last 72 hours. In extenuating circumstances, they can last 30 days, or you can renew the pickup and do an additional 72, but that's not REG 031. That's not super common.
We were out last Saturday for a little bit.
And yeah, we were out last Saturday night. We found a stolen vehicle over here. I'll drive by where it was. It's the same spot that we chased that gray Jeep from and where it went back into. Charlie Henry.
No.
Yep. Is it? Charlie Henry, 89845, out of Illinois. So same house. Took a picture of the VIN, was running some checks on it while we went around the block. We came back and the vehicle was leaving. It was a stolen vehicle out of Minneapolis. And they were coming through this alleyway this way, and we grabbed them right at Frank, and they fled from us. We only pursued them for a couple blocks because they were too reckless, so we terminated the pursuit, and then we found the vehicle crashed into two uninvolved parked vehicles. I haven't been over there since, but I'm just curious if those two vehicles are still over there. So the driver, he ran by the time that we had got to the vehicle, and he actually had taken off his shirt and his hat that we saw him in. So I didn't have too much to go off of for a description.
Secondhand info from a neighbor to the address reporting that there are two females taken captive at the address that has no further information.
264 copy. 770. Go ahead, 6. You can cancel 277. I'll go with 264.
277, you can get there.
77 copy. Thank you.
So right here on the left, here's one of the poor vehicles that got hit. And then the other one is gone. One of the owners came out. We were able to make contact with him. We have not been able to get a hold of the other owner yet, but they said the people that came out said that they were neighbors of them, so that they would pass along our info. I also left a business card in there, left a couple voicemails, so hopefully they get back to us if they want to make a full police report on it, because it's no fault of theirs that their vehicle got wrecked, so I want to make sure that their insurance company knows the whole story and they don't get, you know, punished or penalized for that. And the poor guy whose car was stolen, it actually was a business. They do dealer cars. They trashed that car in a matter of a week. Tons of hypodermic needles in there, writing all over the car. The whole thing stunk. They did not take care of that car at all. So when I called the owner, I told him that he should probably take it to get professionally detailed, because I would hate for someone who's not trained in cleaning hazardous materials to get stuck with a needle. But the company had good video surveillance of the person who stole the vehicle. It was not the person that fled from us, unfortunately, but we've got a couple other things that we're still tracking down with that stolen, such as a self-credit card, DNA, knowing where the vehicle came from, all that kind of good stuff. So hopefully they'll be held accountable sooner rather than later, because like I said, they obviously stole the car, they trashed that one, you know, they crashed into two other ones.
Clear citation, white male, no. Moving. 04 is back on out, off duty.
Yesterday we had a union meeting, which is kind of nice. We got to talk about some things that we want to just see for like the future contract stuff. It was really nice to have kind of an open floor discussion, and we kind of talked after of how that is a very difficult spot to be a person in charge of, being the voice of a lot of people. It's not a spot that I envy, but if you guys know people who are on, you know, city councils or union, or they're in charge of groups, make sure you give them a little bit of leeway when it comes to stuff, because that is a very difficult job to have to navigate all of the opinions and feelings that everybody has on everything. A lot of work that goes into those types of positions that goes kind of taken for granted sometimes. We're over on the east side right now. This is southbound Earl from Maryland. It's kind of the heart of the east side over here.
customer change, and the customer believes that it is a fake 20. Is that correct? So the fake 20 came from Walgreens till?
Affirmative. I'll have a TC call back for clarification.
And if that TC can just, if that is the case, just have Walgreens give that lady a different 20 and we can come verify the bill and write a report if need be.
We've been dealing a lot lately with
180. I'm guessing 180.
younger groups. I don't want to call them gangs because they're not gangs, but they're organized groups essentially that are they're cliques. That's what the kind of the street terminology is, like a clique or a clique gang. They're not large affiliations, they're not large groups, they're just kind of smaller bands of people that kind of call themselves a certain name or affiliate with a certain name and kind of have group beefs amongst other people. We've been dealing a lot with trying to educate ourselves with some of the newer, younger ones that are up and coming. Things that are causing issues at school, fights that are happening. So we've been spending a lot of time doing that lately, doing a lot of interviews.
A lot of community outreach.
A lot of community outreach with some of these younger kids, talking to them and their parents, and I think we've been pretty successful with it. It just is very time consuming sometimes with that stuff. I sometimes forget how long that stuff can take, how long interviews or just conversations with people can take. But it's beneficial. It helps us in the moment, and it also helps us and other agencies in the long run to try to do some of that legwork up front. Figure out who some of the key players are, where they live. Schools they go to, friends, all that kind of jazz. On the community outreach kind of side of things, we have a guy at our sheriff's office named Daryl. He used to be a SRO for, I believe, the Mounds View School, and he moved into our community kind of liaison position, and he's done a great job. He super great guy. Went to school on the east side, grew up over on the east side, really involved with his own family and the community, and kind of he gets involved a lot with sports, which is a really good way to connect with some of these kids, but has a really good way of communicating with people. Like I said, super nice, very down to earth, but the work that him and Chai-Nu Lee do with some of these younger kids, it's great to see them involved in sports, and
370.
some of them would not be able to afford
Drive.
the opportunities that they provide them with in regards to sports.
Phelan Drive, 2218.
I mean, sports have gotten so expensive. That's the North St. Paul address. Sports have gotten so expensive over the last few years that they are very unreasonable. The cost of everything has gone up, which makes sports go up as well, which is super unfortunate for some of these kids that want to play, but they just can't afford it.
Call before.
So having those opportunities to the sheriff's office, I think, is just invaluable, and having a good group of people that work and can be quality mentors really keeps these kids on the right path, makes them think through their decision-making process when they're doing things, especially when they have, like I said, good role models to
76 Stewart Avenue on a burglary.
follow and kind of mimic their
between 10 and now unknown.
just their lives
Caller hasn't
after.
cleared the home yet. Person officers cleared. Roger, sir. 115.
New message.
One 180.
180.
Can you back 115 for a burglary complaint?
Sure, if everyone else is tied up.
Affirm. 2176 Stewart Avenue. Just need to clear the address.
A lot of lights are still out from the copper theft, which is unfortunate that those repairs cost a ton of money, and unfortunately the copper thefts, they don't stop. They happen so quickly, and it costs so much money to repair that. And the other thing about copper theft is it's very similar to a catalytic converter theft, where they're hard to catch in the act because it's so quick.
It's hard to prove where it came from.
Yeah, hard to prove, and also hard to prove where it came from if you do find it, because technically you could have it from your house. So if we don't have
174, code 4, 165,
reports indicating damage or, suspect vehicles given when they're watching somebody cut the copper out, and it's hard to prove.
180.
180. Take care.
I almost wish the copper price would go down so that there'd be less of a drive to steal it, but not happening anytime soon.
381. Progress DPT, male disappeared. The intoxicated drove over the grass on the corner of Larson and Milling. The parked at Merwin was stumbling around, is now asking for a jump for the vehicle.
559
72 copy.
964.
I can go sideways. I'll go back sideways.
371, you can stay clear.
LUP 180.
New message. New message.
2222.
New message.
506.
New message.
506.
I can break this all where I should head over to the south highway.
Even over here, it's all
Copy 381,
just
you
dark.
can stay clear.
Copy.
2223. Copy. calling in Carter would be boy. 2623.
Okay, for Tango, we'll start to back into it.
371, I took your noise complaint on 4th Street. I'll be on a flip back for 699 7th Street for a vehicle playing loud music.
381.
381, you can stay clear, 377 is back in.
Copy.
2224.
Well, we're over in St. Paul's Central District now. I have not worked these areas for a little bit, so I'm gonna try to comb these.
265.
Not gonna have a front plate on it.
You go off on the EOT.
Yeah, it does. KAA 199.
I'm sorry, 265 Logan?
You go half on EOT.
Okay.
Jeffrey Click.
Yeah.
4504, clear report. Yeah, be clear. 2224.
There were a couple calls for suspicious activity down kind of by like the Lake Strait Bridge over that area way on the west side. People calling in, you know, a vehicle that was slow rolling the neighborhoods, checking car doors, that kind of thing.
8196, 8195.
96.
That is the type of calls that we really appreciate.
431 True Street Northwest. The child caller for an in-progress domestic.
So if you're listening and if you called those in, thank you very much. That's the
Stated nothing was wrong and disconnected.
type of stuff that we should be responding to.
96 copies.
That we don't always know if no one sees it. So thank you for calling that stuff in. We went to the Wink and Rooster today for lunch. Really good
4429 traffic.
kind of sandwich
44,
place. I don't really want to call it subs. They do wraps and sandwiches.
English and white.
Really good food.
Yeah,
Up in Ardens.
off of Lexington
English,
and
Ryan.
not Red Fox, but it's just south of the Target over there. I don't remember which street that is, but
Hiding in the bushes, shot
E.
caller in the back with an airsoft
top
gun.
of E.
First subject, white male, blonde hair, 14 years old, average build, wearing a white t-shirt.
Anyways,
Over there somewhere.
White
south
male,
of the Target off of Lexington.
14, white shirt.
So if you guys are over there, they've got really good food.
Great customer service.
Great customer service. They're just a really nice. They kind of seem like a family-owned business.
179.
So if you guys ever need a good sandwich or something, or you guys are in the area, that's a really good place
132,582.
to try. Very reasonably priced.
132,582.
Thank you.
Copy 180, I copy your backing 110, 386, go ahead.
286. Clear and possible 264.
Copy 286, 286.
We're all getting some new LPR equipment coming up in the near future. I know I've talked about the LPR system that I have before. It's great when it works.
110.
There's a rattle.
There's a 2-hour time delay. Can't
works, but it is kind of faulty at times. Like it hasn't worked for a little while now. I think it came from having a little bit of a fender bender with that stolen car, I'm assuming. But it'll be nice to have everybody outfitted with the same system. We use LPRs a lot, not just for stolen vehicles, but we use it for investigative purposes. So it'll be really, really nice to get everybody on the same system and everybody having one. So I just kind of joked with our IT guy who's going to install him, saying that he's got a lot of work coming up for him outfitting all of these vehicles, and I don't know how many of them they split the work between, but there's one main guy for our LPR systems, and he'll have to do the majority of it, I believe.
4429, go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
But it'll be well worth it once we get it.
Howard Street for anonymous recording loud music from this address. You have a copy of the noise complaint 1199 Albemarle Street for multiple vehicles in street lane.
Yep. No, I already know it. Jesus. It's one that's always over at Ross, 1069. And I just saw it off of Burr yesterday.
214. 214.
Oh, man.
What was that?
Allergies.
What was this? Sneeze. I never see them moving though. They're always parked at somewhere. These alleyways have such blind spots sometimes, or creep out and you're like, you think that you're good, that there's no cars coming, and you look for a long time and then one sneaks up on you as you're coming out.
110. You can stay clear. The comp request to call from Austin tomorrow morning.
Look at this guy.
I like the color.
Yeah. Belongs in the back to the 50s.
Yeah.
Happy 2031.
That stolen vehicle that we recovered on Saturday had a license plate in it for the same make, model, color vehicle. It was an unreported stolen license plate. One thing about that, a lot of times car thieves or just kind of criminals in general that are trying to thwart law enforcement detection will steal one license plate off of a vehicle that matches the vehicle that they're driving, and they will replace it with another license plate stolen from a different vehicle. And they will just kind of repeatedly do that over and over again, a handful of times. Makes it hard to track, but it's just a good reminder. There's a lot of times we call people and they have absolutely no idea that one of their license plates were swapped, whether it's the way that they park their vehicle when they get home, that one of the license plates are covered,
He was going to kill everybody in the house and set it on fire.
or they just don't notice it.
not violent.
So it's a good reminder, just kind of casually just checking your license plates, make sure that if you have 2 on your vehicle, that you have 2, and that they're the same. No vehicles are necessarily more targeted than others. It just happens to be with whatever vehicle they're in at the time. Jesus, 000
That's
704
this is a mistake. Declare time.
70.
Copy.
000.
New message. New message.
2021. We're gonna stop on Oxford and haha.
That's crazy. Been quick. 170.
Yeah, it's over.
Believes the guards being held at Emily program.
Your incident has been updated. New message.
$20.20. Goodness gravy. Good thing Sarah's not here. Sarah's a stickler for registration, especially 2020.
Well, that's the thing, is that once you get like past a couple years on not having any tabs or anything on the vehicle, it turns into gross miss tax evasion. Not just, you know, not having tabs, you don't want to pay the tabs or whatever it is. It gets...
And she doesn't have insurance on it. We're good. So I might end up sending her something in the mail for that, because she says she was going to go get something to eat, doesn't drive the car, but not many people sit with a semi-new vehicle for 4 years and don't drive it. Why would you have it then? Why would you pay for it if you're not going to drive it for 4 years? So yeah, check that.
I did.
Nothing?
No.
Years. Goodness gravy. So yeah, I might send her something in the mail for that. No insurance on the vehicle, no registration. If she gets into an accident, that other person is going to be screwed for having to deal with that whole mess. Investigate. But, you know, if everybody else has got to pay it, and so do you, you know, you just 4 years is, that's a long time. I am all about grace and discretion. I always have been, but that's kind of just taking advantage of the system. But at least she has a wheel lock for that car. Well, that's a little odd. Who leaves that parked on the side of the road waiting for somebody to steal it?
There's some people standing outside that area at the theater who are stating that the male is possibly attempting to break into the history theater and that he had just smashed the window.
Stating a male is attempting to break into the history center and just broke the window at 2239. To assess my 26.
326 investigate.
Go ahead.
Motion code perform. Yes.
How do you give us 10-3? How are you calling at 10-3?
Let's see, Cook and Walsh.
371, what do you got? I'm cancel the 10-3. They would want to go 3.
Okay. Yeah, I figured out quick.
64, give me 526 as well.
I'm gonna have Dispatchronics. It's I'll send you the. I don't know how to run like the ATV ones either. And a trailer plate. Hey, it's 2771. I've got a trailer license plate and a ATV VIN, please.
Okay, so you want to run?
Yes. What do you want first?
Okay. Trailer plate is fine.
Minnesota 05236 Adam.
Great. Stand by. Do you know if the plate is out of Minnesota or?
I've got the trailer permit registration. Is that something you can run? I think it's out of Minnesota. I guess I. And,
okay.
The Minnesota trailer permit registration is Adam Boy Young 049. Sorry, I'm not sure how to run those on my end.
Okay. So it's coming back as a utility trailer registered to a Roland Nelson at 2534 Olympic Street in Brooklyn Park, 2002 trailer. Doesn't really say anything else.
Nope, that's fine. Are you able to send me that registration in a CAD message?
I certainly can. Just a moment.
Thanks.
Let me get this to you.
Thank you.
Did you get that?
I did. Thank you.
Okay. And then the VIN?
It's a 4-wheeler. It's 4 Union Frank 05 Adam Tom Vic. Just on the side of the street, just because they're so easily stolen. So we'll probably try to follow up with him, just make sure, and if it is all good to go and he's not the owner anymore, then be good to go. But like I said, it's just kind of odd. And some of those weird things that we don't run all of the time, like trailer registrations. We run trailer VINs quite a bit, but not trailer registrations. For like ATVs, you know, snowblowers, lawnmowers, that kind of.
Run trailer VINs.
Huh?
You run trailer VINs.
Sure, demo too. Those things are kind of odd. They're sometimes under different categories when you run them on our computer, and I would hate to run it the wrong way and miss. Weird. Miss a stolen hit because I didn't know what I was doing. Therefore, I just will let the experts in data do that and help me out that way. Where are they at? 214? Right there. Cedar Forest, not close.
Zulu Alpha Victor 87
Accident injuries.
That's nice. Yes, medical injury. Cancel on the victim rolled off the way.
Okay, canceling medical speaking 47.
CUV 702. What the heck? When did they get those?
I don't know.
It's almost an imposter vehicle. I've never seen them in an all black kind of ghost graphic car, but that might be an imposter. I don't know. Let's find out. They get all the cool stuff, those firefighters. Yeah, they do. Everybody likes them. They get all the cool stuff. Man, I think we still have the better job, though.
Definitely.
What's that guy doing? Just chilling in the...
No, talking to these two. He's upset.
These electric, these pedal electric bikes,
they are so funny because some of these people just rip around on those things like not a care in the world.
Canada Road over
So you gotta
35
pursue it.
trying to stop one. He's now wrong way. Juliet Papa Foxtrot 645. We're slowly correcting, and we're still wrong way.
Copy, wrong way, Little Canada, over 35.
they are
Yep,
just...
We're now south on the entrance ramp to south on 35 east.
Just a whole vibe.
They are a whole vibe.
They're Little Canada has
someone just not stopping,
going the wrong way, getting ready to go southbound 35 for Little Canada.
65, I just cut them off. I can get them stopped.
Drunk driver,
Probably.
medical issue.
But, you know, we're in a good spot to get sticks out on 35. So that's what we're just gonna head and wait for.
2165. Got it stopped. Language barrier. Spanish speaking. There's a
Right.
Let's go sting it. God made firefighters because cops need heroes too.
Yeah. There we go. My favorite guy of the night. Or girl.
second admin detail to meeting.
Steve Mack.
Hey.
6 has possibly just continued northbound through Maryland.
I thought that I was, but if one came through.
Copy, possibly continue northbound.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's that one. Okay. Do you know which direction? Yeah, please do. Yeah.
There's nothing on that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Thanks.
This.
Go ahead.
Must have sent it. I might have
Please
misheard it.
verify the plate.
It was one that came out from Burrill earlier today.
Oh, I don't. There's nothing on it now. So.
It hit on flock, so I must have given you the wrong one.
Why are we not getting different dates?
I thought that I set the notification, obviously I did not.
I'm like, you don't even look at it.
Unit copy.
Flock hit in flock hit in Brooklyn Center for the homicide vehicle. I'm waiting for the other info with it in case it just comes this way.
Oh no, that's not.
Lincoln George Nora 125. was it stolen? 18th, yesterday. Alright, we're looking for a red 2-door Honda Civic. This bike has no freaking lights on the back, and he's wearing all black on a black bike. What the heck are you doing, dude? You're gonna get yourself killed. Jesus. Where did 318 call it out?
Greenbrier
And what?
Geranium and Greenbrier.
For violation of border protection, I could be like circling north. Or a subject named white male, 39 years old, thin build. He's known to carry a knife. Vehicles of white hood around 4. The subject
crossed over.
Has a felony warrant on Ramsey County. Copy. I was sitting next to the squad just for his felony warrant. Still want me to clear him?
Yeah, 120 to be around for book 4.
Got to go front stop. 567.
A lot of squads in the area, so this car's got to poke out somewhere that someone can find.
So it's got a white and gray hood. So that should stick out like a sore thumb. So it's a 2000 Honda Civic, 2-door, red in color, but the hood is white and gray. The license plate is LXC262. Should clear out the call. They're all headed down to shots fired 2184 Howard Court. 3 shots heard. Heard a vehicle take off, unknown direction. Nothing else seen or heard. And that is McKnight and Conway at the Conway Park.
These kind of older Hondas are specifically targeted by a few groups. So my looking is going to be very targeted. Areas where I think that those people might be, or they have been. or a young Sam 071.
6180, right?
071. Yeah, you did 2.
2363 traffic. 61 at Cedar, Papa Golf, Bravo 536.
That's good.
So if it's 6 Tango, good morning.
Copy, calling a 10-3 for 361 at Penn and Arlington out the stolen vehicle. 361 is unoccupied.
Nope, I'm close for.
It sucks. Is it that one? Or is it all stolen?
I copy code 4. Claim that
4.
It's gonna be
Oh, wait, my spot here, my
on
constant.
the King Adam X Street 291.
291.
That was that red one that was over there.
I'll be out on that ad to detail of the PD.
I need to know, is it gonna be that one? I need to keep my eyes peeled or not. So funny. The suspense is killing me. No. Oh. Text her and tell her to type faster. Little fingers moving. Hilarious. What do we have here? Is it that expedition?
5180, clear squad's billable.
Lincoln, William Beecher 059, yes, it is that one.
4431 Barrel squad's in traffic.
Oh, is there a car in there? What's a plate?
That's a big like Jeep thing.
Jeez!
That thing's smoking like crazy. What is it?
1970s
How's it run?
Jeep.
Like crap.
How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. I'm just gonna mute this.
that one.
It is that one?
Yeah.
Darn.
That thing stinks. They recovered that Civic already, so
It's all good. I should have kept her running around for a little while longer.
That other one has no LP right.
It's Marissa Ortley. Run her quick. I think she's got warrants.
And 264.
2306.
Hang on, because it's not showing up in here.
Copy 2306.
Both of us can't touch the screen.
New message.
Clear. Last time I ran her, she did have warrants. Well, good for her. Not taken care of. It is nice to see people doing well. Just talked to a guy earlier tonight who I've arrested a handful of times. I dealt with him more in Maplewood than what I did at the county, but he's doing well. He's clean. He is successfully off of probation. And he's doing really well for himself. It's nice to see people that we come in contact with in not great circumstances really turn their lives around and do well for themselves and their family. So it's good. And obviously her as well, she's clear warrants, so obviously she got it taken care of, whether it was voluntary or involuntary. That's a step in the right direction. And she's always on a bike when I arrest her. Always on a bike.
I'm out of Wakuda 6, the vehicle, and it's unoccupied.
Always a pedal bike.
Copy at Wakuda and 5th, the vehicle is unoccupied.
wilderness area and a couple block radius around us. So we're trying to just stay a little bit more visible over here, hopefully.
96 Notch, 9 November Echo 580.
Hopefully deter and be visible in the area in case something happens. There's heat people having to deal with the same issues over and over again, either directly involved or, you know, like neighbors of something. It's unfortunate.
Her vehicle will be parked on Ashland. We have no idea where he is at the moment. It's not on leave.
They just, she talked to him over the phone, but did not see him tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good night. I'm waiting for work.
Kyle, you want to send it back to us at 11? Sure.
Sounds like Pat and the undersheriff are going to take you guys about 2 minutes for 11:15. So it's been great. I know we haven't gotten into a ton.
Kicking the caller's back door.
It's been a good Friday night so far.
Person's no longer on scene.
So thank you for riding with us.
You're in unknown direction on common. Let's make sure there's nobody lingering in the area. Area check only.
We'll be clear in a second.
You guys are live again.
Copy. appear to have switched over.
There was a little bit of buffering on the other feed, so it's possible that Facebook or YouTube isn't cut up yet. But you are live.
Copy that.
All right.
All right, we are back.
We're back.
There we are.
That sounded like Chewbacca there. We're on 7th Street East. Sound like Chewbacca.
Up on Johnson Parkway here. Oh, I gotta get this volume.
Almost.
Is there a mute on there? There we go.
Now we're muted.
Now
That's
we're
better.
talking.
Holy cow, what do they got going on there at the Speedway? Is that a security vehicle?
That is, I don't know about the vehicle, but it's a St. Paul PD camera on the pole.
Yeah. Got a little flashy going there.
Yeah. Well, Under Sheriff Martin and I will try to be as entertaining as the Sparkses. I don't know if we can succeed.
I don't think so.
That's
a high bar.
They're always a favorite on Live on Patrol with good reason.
I want to see if that's a security vehicle. I'm sure it is. But
see who they represent. Where's that?
I think that truck has a transmission issue, maybe. It sounded like it was slipping. Yeah, it's got a...
He's getting ready to take off.
I think he's got a mechanical issue. No? Shoot, I turned the wrong way, didn't I? Oh, see, this is why it's so bad to have this horrible turning radius.
Check.
Chances he went straight.
Not sure if we got turned around on him fast enough, but we had a Suburban take off pretty fast northbound Johnson from 7th. It should be up Phelan by now. Dark colored top, I think it was.
I'm almost at Johnson. I say what?
check eastbound Phelan for lanes. We have no eyes on
I came from the west. I'll go northbound on Johnson. Older or newer model?
older. All I can say is dark. Did you get the color?
It was green.
Green?
Yeah.
It was dark green.
Copy that.
Oh well.
Oh well. See how bad the turning radius is?
Yeah.
On this, it sucks. We need the old Crown Vics with the rear wheel drive. We could have just.
Mm-hmm.
He'll show up again.
I think they're doing a little Snapchat video.
Oh.
No, I think it's Maryland.
They didn't want the cops in it.
Yeah, we have no idea which way. Thank you.
I mean, what video's good without the cops in it?
Really?
I mean, it's not a party till the cops show up, right?
Weak Snapchat.
Oh, man. Am I wrong, or is this car not in the right lane to be making a left turn? Now he's making a right turn.
DCH566.
He's trying to flee us in his white minivan. He's trying to throw us off his tail.
Columbia Heights. Well, that's a lot of noise for no speed.
You know, as people, I know. I saw another Mustang earlier today. It was making a ton of noise and it was hardly moving. Like, you put the, whatever they call those, I call it a glass pack exhaust.
You want to copy the disturbance in each part of that, H2 Howard Street, anonymous. While I'm recording the music, so ongoing. 324, copy your back, 2324. No, red dot for sure. Third of the girl. Here's the front door. They'll be you and 2324.
I ever told you that I had a partner that was colorblind?
Go for it.
Like, legit colorblind, and he'd be like, oh, it's the guy in the orange shirt there, and I'd be like, there's nobody in an orange shirt right there in the middle. I'm like, that guy's got a green shirt on. No, it's orange. Like,
Well, I definitely have a degree of color blindness, but not total.
oh,
Like that Tahoe or Suburban there. All I could tell you in this lighting was it was dark.
well, the only reason I knew it was green is because it passed us when we were at the light.
Four males came into the store. One
And
male
I
has a
saw
gun
it.
on his waist, not claiming it at anyone. Head 2325.
Oh.
paper. I'm looking like the left L 20 is left where L black, not in the front of the way yet.
Copy, thank you.
23, 25.
Now the sheriff is tied up tonight with other obligations. But he graced you by going live several times this week.
He sure did. Like, people would text me and say, hey, the sheriff's live. I'm like, what? And he doesn't tell you. So he keeps you guessing. Us.
Right.
So, unless he wants us to come out, so. But I'm just happy he called me up from AAA to play in the majors tonight. We're south on White Bear, by the way. White Bear Avenue, approaching Minnehaha.
Plus, you're on the I copy the info. You can add me to the weapon call and it'll be received.
How's the cherry pit? Not looking too busy.
No.
It's too nice out. Like, people are, I think, in their cabins.
Yeah,
friends' cabins and the concert.
Cherry Pit, by the way, has outstanding food.
Really?
I highly recommend getting there lunchtime, early evening. They've got some delicious food.
Subject is a black female, 16th and Billburg, a green sweater and light blue jeans.
What's your favorite thing?
The lemon pepper chicken wings.
That sounds good.
And jalapeno cream cheese wontons with a raspberry dipping sauce. And the jalapenos are very mild.
Okay.
I think you'd like them.
Oh, then we're going to have to try it. And would like the chicken wings. The lemon pepper chicken wings.
Some of the best I've had.
She's a huge chicken wing fan. I forgot this is blocked off here.
Yeah, 30, 23, 28.
I think they do these road construction things just to mess with us.
I'm convinced of it.
Oh, we'll put closure here and then it'll make them take a left and then we'll put a closure down there a couple blocks. But whenever I see like these barrels out here, I want to do slalom. Just slalom through the barrels.
5182 response system.
New message.
377.
New message. New message.
I'm stating that the mail church is still at South Checkout.
I copy. How close is my second spotting?
3 voltages right now.
377, they've updated that 2 of these males now have guns that are retained in the waistband only.
Where's that?
Copy updated that 2 of the males had guns.
Cub Foods, where we just were, on Clarence.
Seriously?
Did
you say they're in a white van too?
2 males have guns in their waistbands, are in the self-checkout.
Copy 2330.
We can kind of head that way till, you know, the thing that always gets me is people have permits
312. It looks like the group's going to be exiting the store right now.
The group is exiting the store now. It's 331. 377. One of the males concealed a Iowa murder knife in his bag, and when security asked for it back, he flashed the gun at security.
Oh, see, that's
That ups the game.
Yeah.
Probably one of the males concealed an item when surrounded by security. The male flashed the gun. 2331. 312.
You're set up in the store right now. Looks like all three males are just hanging out right in front of the exit door. First description is going to be a black male wearing a shiesty all black. Second one's going to be a black male with a hood up, some design on his sweatshirt. And then third
What's
male's
a
going to be a
shiesty?
black male wearing a black green black sweatshirt.
Face mask.
Like a balaclava.
Yeah. I don't know why they call it a shiesty mask.
Copy, the three males are in front of the exit. First male's going to be a black male wearing a black shiesty. Second male is a black male wearing hood up, some design on the hoodie. Third is going to be a black male wearing a lime green black sweatshirt.
Six together. 312 if they don't have a canine available to the store. First watch approaching from the
Clear
north.
right.
Familiar lights at work. Don't drive in front of the store. Getting more here, there. You look at traffic. Maybe behind 195 Edmond, looking into the plate. Foxtrot Romeo Zulu 655. And come out, and come out.
Really confirm the transmission. Was somebody asking for canine?
I don't want to use my arm.
Yeah, park up, please.
Too close.
Copy, calling at 10311 Clarence Street, between 1 exit point, 2333. 621 on 3. 621.
Lay down, I got
Where did I get a canine at? 1177 Clarence Street at the Puck Foods for. They're holding a couple at gunpoint.
You're for gunpoint. Just stay there right now. Okay, just tell you come up there.
Holding for at gunpoint, detaining them now.
So St. Paul PD has 4 at gunpoint at the Cub Foods that we were just at 10 minutes ago. Wonder if they have a green Tahoe or Suburban parked outside.
Don't say
Clear right.
Coming down by the subway here.
We are close to Northwest as well, Florida 2. Copy, code 4, flat not on scene, slow for detained.
We want to see who these young men are.
I think so.
See if they're any of our friends.
broken glass door on the rear.
Heavy broken glass door on the rear.
We'll be right back, folks.
Johnny Park up here on 15 Larpenter at Holiday for the alarm. It's audible covers the exit door 5385 back.
Paper.
Secondary.
$2165.
2165.
I'm arriving. Can White Bear spare one or two for an outside perimeter? 9175.
Copy, thank you.
9175. We'll have another one coming in.
Outside bridge, quite broken.
We'll have a second one also.
Copy, thank you. 2238.
Okay, 282. Can we get medics started to Rice and Mark for man down?
Chief complaint.
DK.
Are they cleared in?
Hey, friend.
Sorry, medic, 2239.
Well then.
Consulting with our partners there. Telling them I didn't recognize any of the names, which that's a good sign. I guess. I didn't see any actual guns.
No, so far they've recovered 3
Blackmail at her doorstep.
Like water guns.
flat ball guns.
White shirt.
Checking your status and if we can cancel the 10-3.
But I'm not going to fault the person who called in.
Oh no!
Because a lot of gun makers are making real guns with, outrageous colors. Pinks and yellows, and purples, and you just don't know. And I actually probably remember seeing this too. I think it was a West Coast gang member had put a sawed-off shotgun inside a Super Soaker shell.
I did see that, but that's scary.
Very.
Wow. I mean, I've seen all kinds of hidden weapons before, but I've seen where they actually take like a Glock pistol and paint it to look like a toy pistol. It's gotta be safe.
And there are actually people who they use those Cerakote finishes and have put all the coloring and everything and written Nintendo on the side of a Glock.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna be ashamed to say right out in the open that if you actually carry a real gun that looks like that, you're not very smart.
I agree. For a number of reasons.
And no, we did not know any of these young men.
No, which, it's very common that we would get out and we'd know at least one of them from past dealings, but none of these young men were familiar, and they all seemed to be very cooperative.
Yeah, they did.
So, my
Just
guess
made some
is
poor choices
they made a bad choice. Yeah, so thank goodness everyone's safe. Because something like that can easily go wrong.
Very, very true.
Nicole and Ashley were there. Sarah was there. A ton of St. Paul cars were there, which is always heartwarming to see.
Yes, it is.
Good backup and a lot of new faces.
You know, back, I want to say, in the 90s, we had a group of police officers from the Netherlands who were in town for some type of training or convention, and a lot of them went on ride-alongs with St. Paul officers. And they were absolutely amazed at how quickly and how many officers would respond when an officer called for backup.
That's good.
So it was very uncommon to have that much of a presence.
Well, you know, it's when I was at Minneapolis, people would always be like, you know, aren't you scared? What if this happened or that happened? And I would tell them, I can get on the radio and there will literally be 60, 70 cops here in 2 minutes. And I feel bad for the cops that work in the areas where their backup's 50 miles away.
I could not imagine policing in that kind of environment.
I went to the Southern Police Institute, the Southern Police Institute with 2 troopers from Alaska, and sometimes it'll take them 2 days to get to a remote village to handle a call, and then they get there and it's just them and maybe a village safety officer who's not armed, not sworn. It's we actually have very good training and backups close.
We're really very fortunate.
I get to ride with you.
Well, I get to ride with you.
More fortunate. That's like icing on the cake. However, our evening is coming to a close here.
Yes, it is.
So we are headed to the barn. We appreciate everyone watching us tonight and sticking with us. I have a feeling we might have a surprise live on patrol this week. Or I don't know if it's a surprise, but just something a little out of the ordinary.
have the 4-year anniversary coming up on Wednesday.
Yeah. What's the gift for 4 years? You know, it's like silver for 25.
Good point.
For 4 years, is it like a case of White Castles?
Jalapeno cheeseburgers.
We're gonna supersize your meal tonight. Happy 4th. So, thank you very much. We appreciate you being with us, and everyone, have a great weekend. And remember, be kind.
Absolutely.